Game day, baby. Coffee and convo. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute to you guys. I always say this, you guys could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with me this morning. Salute to everybody in the chat. Erica, I see you, sis. Sean Johnson, Nick 209. Yep, I see it, bro. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about a few things. Johnny Rodriguez, Mateo, Phillip, Raider Outlaw, man. Salute to everybody. Do me a favor, real quick, you guys. Make sure you wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, man, hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 21,000 subscribers, and it's because of you guys, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for supporting everything that we do over here at OLV Network. I just appreciate you guys so much. And I'm going to keep repeating that every chance I get, man. Salute to Rick. I see you, my brother. Yeah, man, my Kings got that big dub last night. I was kind of quiet because we took an L to the Warriors a night or so previous. So, you know, I've been kind of just being cool. De'Aaron got hurt last night. It looks like he's going to miss some time with that sprained ankle. But my Kings look good, man. Salute. Yes. Hey, Andres, we got to talk about that as well, man, because a lot of people understand, you know, the love that I had for, you know, Will Levis during the draft process. Everybody killed me for it. They killed me for it, right? Oh, the mayonnaise, drinking coffee, drinking motherfucker. Well, guess what? He went out there yesterday against that Atlanta Falcons defense, top 10 defense at that. 4 tutties, 3 of them to D-Hop. He went out there and absolutely balled out. If he continues to look the way he's looking, you guys, y'all are never going to hear the end of it from me. I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to talk about Will Levis until the wheels fall off. You already know, man. Salute. Let me see. Yeah, low tone. I love it, man. The Chiefs got cooked. The Niners got cooked. Yesterday was a great day to be a Raider fan. I mean, outside of the Chargers getting that dub. And really, realistically, the Broncos beat the Chiefs. It would have been beautiful if it was from somebody else. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful day of football yesterday. Now we just have to do our work. And I'm hoping that these guys respond, you know, to this meeting that they had, in which we're going to talk about here shortly as well. You know what? Let's just get straight to it, man. You know, Thursday, there was a meeting. Coaching staff, players, everyone was there. Everyone got a chance to kind of voice their opinions on personnel, you know, on play making, you know, I mean, play calling, whatever it is that we're having issues with right now. Devontae got to speak on it. Josh Jacobs got to speak on it. Max Crosby. And apparently from what I'm hearing is the players left feeling a lot better about the situation. The coaching staff, you know, kind of had a little sigh of relief that, you know, that tension that was there is looking like it's slowly but, you know, surely dwindling away. Now, mind you, if we go out here and shit the bed tonight against the Detroit Lions, none of it means anything. It doesn't. And we're playing against a high-powered offense. You know, that Detroit defense is sneaky as well. It's going to be hard to run the ball against this Detroit Lions team. We're going to talk about that here in a minute as well. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, man, these players, this coaching staff, this team as a whole needs to go out there and show up today. And I've said this previously, but I really truly believe after this, you know, meeting that they had, you know, the meeting of the minds per se, right? They all came together and they talked about what they need to do to get this team back on the right track. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys, look, this is the team moving forward that we're going to see. If they're going to fight for this coach tonight, they're going to go out here. It's going to show a lot what these players look like tonight. I think for some strange reason as well, finally, Josh McDaniels changes a few things, works, tinkers with a few things on the offensive side of the ball, kind of shows some different looks. I have this weird, strange, nagging suspicion that Josh McDaniels is going to, mess with the offense a little bit, and it's going to look a little different today. So I'm not going to hold my breath, but all I'm saying is I have this really weird feeling that after that meeting and these guys expressing their frustrations, on the offensive side of the ball, I think that you're going to see some different looks. You're going to see some different things out there against this Detroit Lions team. So, and they're going to be out for blood, you guys. They just got blown out by the Baltimore Ravens. Detroit is back home. I think they're like 5-1 or some shit like that in the last 6 games at home. They played really, really good at home. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to just see what this team looks like tonight. And we will be doing a live stream as well, you guys. Me, Hammer, Big Mike will be live breaking down play-by-play for Monday Night Football. So make sure you guys are tuned in tonight as well, man. Salute to JT. AFC West, all about the passes. Sick about it. Not real. Realistically, bro, Denver was what, 3-5? San Diego, what? San Diego. The Chargers, what they have, what are they? Are they 3-3? What are the Chargers right now? I believe they're a half game up on us right now, right? They're second in the West. And then, Kansas City is now 6-2. I'm going to be real with you, JT. Our division is still very much wide open. Kansas City looked like shit offensively yesterday. That defense, though, man, they are nice. They're 3-4, Dan. There you go. Same record as us, but they beat us. Less conference losses. They have the up and up on us, so they have second place right now in the West. And mind you, guys, this is not me acting as though we're going to win our division. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. But do I believe that we can still go out there and win some games? Judging by this game tonight, we shall see. But if we go out there and play this Detroit Lions team well and we put up 20-plus points with our starting quarterback, Jimmy G, out there with Josh Jacobs, I know he's going to be pissed. He's going to want to run through this defense. I know Devontae is going to get his reps today, and we're going to talk about that as well. But if they can show up tonight, I'm going to be a little bit more optimistic and a little more excited about this team moving forward, especially with some more winnable games on the menu. We got the Giants coming up, the Jets coming up. That game was ugly last night in New York or New Jersey. If you guys got a chance to watch that, it was disgusting. We do have some rough ones. We have Kansas City, we got Miami, we got some tough games on the schedule. We got the Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles. He's out for the season. So we'll probably be playing against the BYU Rook. So that's a very winnable game. So, week by week basis. But I'm excited to see what these guys are going to look like with an extra day of preparation and that meeting that they had. I truly want to see what these guys can do. And I'm hoping, man, we all know Jimmy G doesn't have the arm to go out there and just create big chunk plays, right? You're going to have to rely on your receivers for the yards after the catch in order to create those chunk plays. He's not a guy that's going to spread the ball all over the field. I'm hoping that Josh McDaniels finds a way today to get rid of the ball, to get Jimmy G to get rid of the ball quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because Aiden Hutchinson is a dog, you guys. We have to make sure that we do not allow this kid to get to our starting quarterback because it can get ugly really fast. I'm hoping that our preparation this week was all about protecting Jimmy, getting that run game going. That definitely helps Jimmy as well. But getting rid of the football quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's what Chicago did against us, you guys, with an undrafted Division II quarterback. They went out there, they protected their young guy. They got rid of the football fast, real quick, boom, 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 boom. I want to see some different looks. I want to see Trey Tucker involved. I want to see a lot more, movement, before the snap. I want to see some guys moving around. I just want to see some more creativity on the offensive side of the ball. I want to see Mayer get involved early, like he did a few weeks ago. Get him involved quick. Get your tight ends involved. You want to get rid of the ball fast? Get your tight ends involved. Get Trey Tucker involved. And also, where's these screens been? I was just talking to my boy, salute to my dog Andy in the gym out here in Dallas, was talking to my guy today. Where's the screens? I want to see some screens. Those create chunk plays. You know what I'm saying? If it's Amir Abdullah, your receiving option at the running back position, get him involved early on. You know what I mean? But I want to see quick throws, get rid of the ball fast, them screens, some jet sweep, whatever it is. Get Tucker, get Mayer, and get these guys, these playmakers involved, even Amir Abdullah. Get him involved in those screens. Get Josh involved in those screens. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can run through defenses. Get him involved. I just want to see different looks tonight, and I'm hoping and praying that I'm not wrong. Look, I'm not trying to give Josh McDaniels any extra credit that he doesn't deserve, because he doesn't deserve any at this point. But I'm just hoping that after these guys express their frustrations, that they change things tonight and we see a different offense out there against these Detroit Lions, man. Salute to my dog JT, though, man. Let me get these other supers in real fast. I know I missed a few. Salute to my dog Marvin Lewis. Which would you prefer, Jonathan Allen or Sweat? Well, apparently you guys, there was talks about Jonathan Allen potentially being up for a trade. They're not doing that. They're going to keep Jonathan Allen from what I've seen, what I've heard. I know a few other guys. Jordan Schultz came out, said that Jonathan Allen may be a trade candidate. They're going to keep Jonathan Allen. Like real talk. They like that interior that they have out there in DC, on the defensive line. I don't think they're going to mess with that. He just got a nice contract extension not too long ago. They have to move one of those defensive ends because they're both up for an extension next year. They're both going to be free agents. They have to move on from Sweat or Chase Young. And at this point, y'all, I'm going to be real with you. Montez looks really, really good out there in 8 games. He has 6.5 sacks, I believe, like 21 solo tackles, 2 forced fumbles. Would love the addition of Montez Sweat. I think that he would be the perfect addition to this team. If they were to part ways with Jonathan Allen, brother, I would go Allen over Montez Sweat because we need that interior presence. And we haven't had that for a long time. I would rather stick with the duo of Malcolm Kuntz and Tyree Wilson on one edge if we can get Jonathan Allen. And he's been a force to be reckoned with this year too. From the interior, he's played in 8 games. He's had 3 sacks, 15 solo tackles. He's played really, really well for that Commanders team this year. So if I had to pick, I prefer Jonathan Allen because I think it's much more of a need. But I would take either one of those guys. And I do believe that we're going to be in on Montez Sweat. And right now the Commanders, it's kind of like a fire sale at this point. They lost to Philly last night. It was a really good game. Don't get me wrong. It was a really good game. And divisional games usually are. But I think it's time for them to move on from some of these guys, especially the guys that are becoming free agents. I think they hold on to Chase. I think that they know what kind of player Chase Young can be when he's healthy. And I think that they're going to pay him in the offseason to keep him around. I think it's Montez Sweat on the move. And I'm hoping that we are one of the teams that are making that call to say, what do you guys want for him? This is what we have. Will you do it? Because Sweat would be a great addition to this team. I don't think they move on from Jonathan Allen. Salute to my dog, Marvin. Salute to Joe, my boy, on a $10 donation. If Josh McDaniels values his job, he's got to change the look of the offense. I agree, brother. The whole team is being mad nice by going to him instead of going straight to Mark. But that'll change if we look like crap again. And this is the thing, Joe. I don't think that any of these guys are going to go to Mark. You know what I mean? Mark is not the hands-on guy like his father. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that played in Oakland, played in the past, when Al was still around, they knew they can go into his office and express their frustration. Stu has told us numerous stories about him going in and talking to Al. But Mark's not that guy. He's so hands-off. He loves his players. He'll drink with them. He'll have cigars with them. He'll hang out with them. But he's not that type of guy that's going to have an open door policy for his players to walk in. He leaves the football shit up to the Zieglers of the world and Josh McDaniels. So I don't even think that's a realistic option of them going straight to Mark. I think that he's leaving that to them. But at some point, there may be a point where Mark has to step in and say, okay, this isn't working. We have to move on from this regime. You know what I mean? But I agree with you, Joe. Have to change the look of the offense. It has looked so vanilla, so just predictable. They have to do some things to change that offense, or it's going to be the same O that we've had all season long. Salute to my dog, Joe. And salute to my brother, John, man. Work calls are the worst. Great show with Gary on. I look forward to watching this on the replay. Let's get this damn dub. 4-4 is way better than 3-5. I agree with you, brother. And thank you so much for the kind words. Salute to everybody that watched the show last night with me, Gary on, and Stu, man. It was a great, great show. If you guys get a chance to, we talked about mental health. We talked about a bunch of stuff outside of football. It was a really, really good show. And I'm not just saying that because it's my show, but I truly mean that. And a lot of people have hit me up, reached out about it. I just want to say thank you guys so much. And salute to you, John. Gary On's going to be around a lot more moving forward. We're going to get him and Stu together. We're going to do some things. Salute to my brother John. Let me see. He said, hopium is real today, I see. Sean, look, brother, I'm not even going to act like I think we can win this game. Well, let me, you know what? I can't say that. Any given Sunday, you can win this game. Do I think we are? No, I don't. But I'm a Raider fan, so I'm hoping that it happens. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say hopium. I'm not saying we're going to go in here and beat this team to shit on the road after an embarrassing L to the Chicago Bears. I'm not going to say that. I'm a Raider fan, brother. And I'm not going to lead with negativity all the time. I'm going to sit this one out, play it by ear and just hope that we win this game. That's it, man. But I'm not going to try to sell you guys this whole facade of us going out there and beating the Detroit Lions. You know what I mean? Do I think it's going to be a closer game than a lot of people think? Yes, I do. I think this is going to come down to the fourth quarter. I truly do. Detroit has shown some chinks in their armor as of late, and I do think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not putting a score prediction out there because every time I do that, we lose. I'm just going to say I think this is going to be a closer affair than a lot of people think. Salute to Sean. Salute to 76, my dog. I want to see the QB rollout bootleg. Would love to see if we could spread things out and give our O-line some help. 76, let me ask you this. Do you think we could spread things out with Jimmy G at quarterback? Because, the lack of arm strength, defenses are not afraid of Jimmy G at all. They continue to stack the box, taking our running game out of the equation. I don't know if Jimmy has what it takes in order to spread things out, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the scary thing. That's why I've always been team Aiden O'Connell. Put him out there for the rest of the season. We already know what Jimmy G can and can't do. Let the kid go out there. His arm strength, he has the strength to throw the ball down the field. I would rather see what he can do moving forward. But hey, it's Jimmy G's team moving forward. It is what it is. But I don't know if he has what it takes to spread things out. That's why I'm saying get rid of the ball quick. Find ways to get rid of those screenplay, the screen pass. Like, find ways to get your tight ends involved. Get rid of the football quick so we can protect Jimmy. Those happy feet have been real as of late. I want to see these guys get rid of the football quick, fast, and in a hurry tonight. Salute to Tano, my dog. 2 days to do something. How would you feel if the Raiders don't buy, don't sell? Let me say this. So the deadline is tomorrow, Tano, I believe, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I believe. So 3 o'clock Central. We're going to be doing a marathon show tomorrow, you guys. So stay tuned. I will be doing a show in the morning, breaking down everything that's going on up to the trade deadline. But at this point, I mean, I've already said it. I don't think that there's any player out there right now that you can trade for that would change the trajectory of this team this season, right? I mean, there's no Patrick Mahomes available. There's no Josh Allen available, right? We're struggling because of the quarterback position. I don't think there's any offensive line help that's going to change what we got going on with what Carmen Brasillo is doing with that O-line. Yes, you can add an impactful player like a Montez Sweat, a Chase Young, and that will do wonders for us for a long time, the near future, right? But I don't think there's any player out there that can change anything that we're doing this year. Truly, I don't think there's a player out there that you can go get that's going to get us a couple extra wins and potentially sneak us into the playoff. I don't think there's that kind of talent out there. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I just truly don't. So if we don't buy, great. If we sell, cool. There's only a few players that I would sell, and that would be, I know people don't want to hear it, Josh Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? I know Buffalo just picked up Leonard Fournette today, so they're probably out of the running for a running back, but it looks like Dallas wants to go find another running back. There's other teams out there. I've seen Philly fans crying about trying to get someone in that can help DeAndre Swift because, you know, he's great in the run game, also great in the passing game. They can use another running back. Kenneth Gainwell has fumbled the ball a lot. They're done with him in Philadelphia. I can see Philly maybe they've already been trying to still add impactful players to go on another Super Bowl run. Can see them. And then Hunter Renfrow. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of teams. The Colts, Carolina. There's so many other teams New Orleans that could potentially look at adding Hunter Renfrow. And then another sneaky player, you guys, that I think a lot of us are kind of over, And I'm gonna be real with you. You know, I was big on the pickup in the offseason because I loved the old Marcus Peters. I love the Oakland, vibes. I'm a homer. You know what I'm saying? So, but maybe, just maybe, one of these cornerback needy teams give us a late round pick for Marcus Peters. Maybe Philly. They've been trying to tinker with bringing in some veterans because they've been pretty thin at the cornerback position because of injuries and all that other shit. So maybe there's a team that give us a late round pick for the services of Marcus Peters. I don't know. But those are the 3 players that I'm looking at right now. Josh, which you can get maybe a mid-round pick for. Hunter, you'd be lucky to get a mid-round pick, but just to get rid of that contract would definitely help us moving forward. And then Marcus Peters, just because he's playing like he doesn't want to be here. He's playing like he wants nothing to do with football. But other than that, I don't think there's any other player that we can look at that can really add something to our arsenal this season. Salute to Tano. Salute to UA, my dog. Tillery, Nichols, Jenkins will be key in this game. If we shut off the run game, Goff will regress to the quarterback the Rams traded. Peters needs to tackle, and there we go. And UA, we're on the same accord right now, brother, because me personally, I feel the same type of way. They have a dynamic rookie in Gibbs that they drafted in the top 10 this past draft that has been working wonders for them as of late. He's been working wonders for my fantasy team as well. I'm starting him tonight too. I feel bad as a Raider fan. I'm starting him and Sam Laporta, the tight end from Detroit. I thank God last night I took Goff out last minute and I put in who did I play last night? Joe Burrow. And he ended up carving up the Niners. Thank God. But you're right. They have to stop the run. If you make Detroit one-dimensional, we may be in for a ride tonight. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Salute to UA, my dog. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, you guys. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome show. Gave lots of insight. I appreciate you. I want to do more things. I want to bring, former athletes, active athletes on and talk about more than just football. Talk about life and everything in general. So I appreciate you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Salute once again to my dog, JT, on a $5 donation. Found myself saying great play call over and over watching the Broncos. Probably said it twice all season for the Raiders. Silver and vanilla under Josh McDaniels. Salute to my dog, JT, as always, on a $5 donation, my guy. Yeah, well, and he is sick right now. So he's questionable. That is something to monitor, Primos. I think he will play, but he is dealing with some illness, and he's questionable at this point. So that would be a major, major blow up. They lost St. Brown tonight. That would be big for us and our chances of going in and stealing a victory in Detroit. So keep an eye on that. He is dealing with an illness, Primos. You may have to look through the waiver wire, try to find somebody else because he may not play. Something to keep an eye on. Do you think Carlson plays? John B., I do. I know he's been dealing with an injury. He's questionable. And to be honest, if he doesn't, hey, man, you're forced to go score touchdowns. I'm cool with that. I don't know what you're going to have to put. You're going to have to go out there and put up 2. You have to go for 2 every damn time. But look, maybe if you don't have Carlson out there, this offense will get better because they're going to be forced to play better. Right? You know what I mean? But I'm hoping our guys out there, man. He struggled this season, and that injury definitely showed against the Chicago Bears. He's had a few misses this season. I'm hoping that he does play tonight and he gets his shit together, man. Let me see. Salute to my dog, man. James Lillard on a $20 donation. I appreciate you, brother. Such a boring offense. No movement. 12-man sets are beautiful, but JJ runs better with a fullback in the backfield with him. I've been saying this, James. When you put them in that eye and you have Jakob in front of them, it works wonders. And this O-line is better with a double-team philosophy instead of zone blocking, evident from last year. Facts, plus tax, my brother. Salute to James with a haymaker. This is facts. Everything you said, you are correct, sir. Salute to my dog. And I want to ask you guys this real quick. So I had a back and forth debate with my guy, Carl. All right. And we're going to get into this Hunter Renfrow talk right now. I had a debate with him on Twitter. Salute to Carl. If you guys aren't following him on YouTube, it's Raider Films. He puts out great work. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my guy. But we had a debate yesterday, okay? He, for some reason, feels like Jakobi Meyers is not him at all. And he says that Hunter Renfrow is better than Jakobi Meyers. His argument was in 2021, Hunter Renfrow was an all-pro, had over 1,000 yards. I mean, not all-pro, but Pro Bowler, and had over 1,000 yards and blah, blah, blah. Okay? My argument was, okay, cool. Jakobi Meyers has always had, I mean, he's put up 700, I believe 800 yards before. He's never had 1,000 yards. Yes, cool. But he may do it this year with us, right? But my argument was Jakobi plays outside and he plays inside. He's more valuable. When he takes big hits, I'm not worried about him missing 3 or 4 games because of it. Hunter Renfrow is a one-trick pony. Slot guy, you know what I'm saying? Great route runner. I'm not taking anything away from him. But every time he takes a hit, I'm worried that he's going to be out for a crazy amount of time. I personally would take Jakobi Meyers over Hunter Renfrow 10 times out of 10. This guy, Jakobi, has played with the likes of Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi. Hunter Renfrow had his biggest year with Derek Carr throwing the football to him, but with Brian Edwards and Zay Jones on the outside being the starting wide receivers because Henry Ruggs, we know this situation that happened with him, and Darren Waller only played in 11 games. So me personally, I'm looking at Jakobi is way more valuable to this team than a Hunter Renfrow. Yes, Hunter, I think the first 2 seasons he had like 600 receiving yards back-to-back years. That's cool. But also, he was Mr. Third Down. Third and Renfrow had a lot of first downs for us. I would not take that away from him. But one thing I realized with Jakobi is he doesn't really have the case of the dropsies like Hunter Renfrow has before. I just think he's way more valuable. I want to know what you guys think about that. My 2 cents is Carl is wrong 50% of the time. Salute to Carl. Salute to my guy, man. Yep, and I said that, Primos. Jakobi plays 2 positions, slot and outside, and he be taking those hits. Factory. It's an easy choice. I didn't know. I understand that we're Raiders and we love our guys, right? We're more invested in Hunter Renfrow. A lot of people look at Jakobi Meyers as the Patriot way. So they look at him as F him. He can go with Josh McDaniels. Me, I don't think like that. He's shown us enough. The investment is paying off. He is a clear-cut 1B to Devontae Adams 1A. I love the addition. And I think that, Hunter Renfrow is very, very disposable at this point. We can move on from him, and it's not going to affect this offense. It's not. Let me see. Salute to Cheese, my guy, man. How much of tonight's game plan is going to be based off of Thursday's Kumbaya session? If it works, does McDumbass fall in line? I don't know that, Cheese, because this guy has shown time and time again that he wants to outsmart everybody even when he doesn't have to. Knowing him, he'd go out and change the game plan today against the Detroit Lions, find a way to win the game, and then go right back to what wasn't working next week. So I don't know. I just don't trust Josh McDaniels right now. I don't. He has to show me that he is able to adapt week by week. He hasn't done that. He's played the same the same shit every week. He hasn't changed anything. He hasn't changed nothing. Nothing. That is pure ego and that is pure pride. At this point, he has to figure out, you have to tinker with that offense because it's clear. It's just not working right now. Rob, what happened Thursday was they had a team meeting. All the players came together, coaching staff, and they all talked about, kind of aired out their grievances and trying to figure out how they can get better moving forward. Salute to James, man, my dog. DC would look for Hunter every time he dropped back. There you go. There you go, James. Factory. James is on fire today, man. Salute to my guy. Salute to Nick. On my way to Detroit for this W. Nick, have a great time. Do me a favor also, brother. If you get a chance to, film some stuff, send it over my way. I would love to upload it in my shorts on YouTube, and I will definitely give you credit on the video. If you get a chance to, film a bunch of stuff, send it to me on Instagram or Twitter. I would love to put it up in the shorts and credit you also. Salute, Nick. Have a great time out there, brother. Salute to my brother Gio. As always, $5 donation. McDaniels just wanted players to snitch on themselves and confirm the anonymous reports. They'll be traded by tomorrow. And, you know, he's still playing the political game. Gio, right? He said the other day, there's nothing wrong with me and Hunter Renfro's relationship. There clearly is. I mean, and I'm not saying it's a personal thing. I would never say it's a personal matter. You know, who can hate Hunter Renfro? He's one of the nicest, quietest guys in the world. But I just think that he's realizing that he can't, he has other guys. And he's not even using those guys. This is the thing that would make this so much more easier, Gio. If you weren't using Hunter Renfro, cool. If you were utilizing Trey Tucker and DeAndre Carter more. If you were using those guys in the slot more often and utilizing them and you're not game planning with Hunter Renfro, I can live with that. The problem is you're not even utilizing the slot position at all unless you move around Devontae or Jacoby. You move one of those guys around. You're not utilizing the slot at all. At some point, when are you going to say, what the fuck? Like, we got to utilize these guys. If you're using Trey Tucker, you're using DeAndre Carter, it would be such an easier blow to move on from Hunter Renfro. A lot of guys in the nation would just kind of have a sigh of relief. Like, you know what? It's cool. Love Hunter. Once a Raider, always a Raider. But at the end of the day, we got guys that can do what he do and potentially even better. At the end of the day, it's like, what the hell, bro? Like, what are you doing? Salute to my dog, Jason, man. Appreciate you. What's up, brother? Hope all is well. Blessings for you and the family. Raider Nation for life. Jason, I'm going to hit you, bro, because I leave to New York Friday. I talked to Marquette. Salute to my boy, Ket, man. Talked to Marquette King last night. He's going to be out here this weekend. And he said he's going to try and come out Thursday a little earlier so he can catch me before I go to New York. So if we do, Cigar Lounge. Jason, I'm going to call you. We definitely got to link up, kick it with Ket, and kick it before I dip out. So salute to my dog, Jason, man. Salute to 76. Also, half this team is starving. The other half to fool to run. Spread the damn ball around. Please, too much talent. This is facts. You have way too much talent. Mayer needs to be more involved. Austin Hooper, 2-time Pro Bowler, needs to be more involved. And then all that, the slew of weaponry that you have at the receiving, position, you got to get all those guys involved. I definitely agree with you, 76. Facts. And even get Jakob more involved. Like I said, get that eye running. Get that eye going, man. Josh ran a lot more effectively last year when he was running behind his fullback. Get Jakob more involved in the run game. Damn, no way, Vegas. Are you serious? Oh, my God. Giants are finalizing a deal to send Pro Bowl. Damn. Wow. That's big. Seattle, the rich is getting richer, man. They look good. They just added Frank Clark. Leonard Williams, that's going to be one of the – oh, man. That's going to be a mean defensive line. And you know what happened, Vegas Raiders? You know why they did that? Because the Niners are showing that they're pedestrian now. And the Seattle Seahawks smell blood in the water, and they're going all out right now to do it. I respect it. Salute to the Seahawks. I wish our regime would go out there and get aggressive like that. But they're seeing blood in the water with the 49ers, and the Seattle Seahawks are saying, we're about to win this division. And they're going all out. They brought Frank Clark home, and they went and got Leonard Williams. Wow. What did they give up? A second and a fifth? Ooh, shit. A second and a fifth. That's steep, man. For a free agent, that's steep. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love Leonard Williams. I'm not parting ways with a second and a fifth. I'm not. And mind you, the Giants would have rather did business with us to get Leonard Williams out of the NFC. I'm not giving up a second and a fifth. That's way too much for a 30-year-old defensive tackle of Leonard Williams' capability or of his stature. My apologies. Yeah, that's way too much. A second and a fifth? Oh, nah. The Giants finessed those boys. But Seattle's going all in. I'm not mad at them. They're going all in. I picture sitting at this desk with a stack of scholarships waiting for any expats to become available. Keep an eye right now, old school, on Josh Uche, a guy that put up big numbers for them last year. I think he had over 10 sacks, I believe. in New England, and he's just kind of fell out of favor out there. And, you know, they just lost Kendrick Bourne. I think he tore his ACL, I believe. He's out for the season. You know, New England is probably just packing it up right now. Keep an eye on Josh Uche. That is a guy that you can probably get for mid to fourth round pick, third, fourth round pick that you can bring in, and he could be a steal and a great addition as another pass rusher for this defense. So that is one Pat to keep an eye on, definitely, because I don't know what they're doing out there. He kind of just fell out of favor with New England. He hasn't really been getting, you know, he's not putting up those numbers that he wants. Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he just fell out of favor with the coaching staff or what, but the skill set is there. So I would definitely keep an eye on him. Montez Sweat, Raider Nation, at this point is the guy that I'm looking at. I think that he's the most realistic option. Dan, to be real with you, now with Kirk Cousins out, they're 4-4. He was playing some of the best football of his career. It sucks to see him go out like that, especially they were balling without Justin Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Kirk looked really good. Tore his Achilles yesterday. So maybe, just maybe, Minnesota does go all in and say, you know what, we're going to sell. Maybe Danielle Hunter can still be on the way out, but they're going to want a lot for him. He is a free agent, but I think he's leading the league in sacks right now, right? The guy has been all over the place this year. Definitely my favorite pickup would be Danielle Hunter from Minnesota, a guy that you can – this guy's a dog, man. He's a dog. He's a dog. Salute to Dirty Eric. I'll definitely see you this weekend, brother, at Bar A on Jersey Shore. Salute to you. Salute. Let me see. Street life. The only way, you know, the thing is this. It's tough because now they know they want to move him, right? And I'm sorry to tell you guys, but Josh McDaniels is going to be here next year. He's going to be here. So how do you keep Hunter Renfrow? At this point, you might as well eat some of that contract just to part ways with him because you're already not utilizing him. If you keep him past the trade deadline, he already knows that he's not a part of your game plan. You already know that he's not a part of your game plan. How the hell do you sell it? Like how do you keep him around? And apparently they've been trying to trade him since last season. They kicked themselves in the ass the way they put that contract together. I don't know, man. I just don't understand how you could keep him after all of this shit that's going on. You may have to just say, you know what, I'll eat up some of that contract and move on from him. It is what it is. But would I love Hunter Renfrow to stick around if I knew we were going to have a new coaching staff next year? Hell yeah. Because somebody will unlock all that game out of Hunter Renfrow. It's just clearly not Josh McDaniels. Shout out to my dog, RS in the building. Hey, Graphk, we want these players, but who says they want to come and play for us, bro? Facts. But I have to say this. Yes, we are Raider fans. Yes, sometimes we sit here and we literally absolutely destroy our organization because deservedly so, right? But it's still one of the most historic franchises in sports history. Also, state-of-the-art stadium. Also, Las Vegas, Nevada, where most people will want to live, especially these young guys that have a lot of money. Vegas is the place to be, and then no state tax. So, RS, I hear you, but I don't think that people don't want to go to Vegas. Now, Oakland, that is clear cut. Nobody wanted to go to Oakland. It's overpriced, a dump of a stadium. You know what I mean? You got state taxes are crazy. I just don't see it in Vegas. I don't. I think people want to be there. I think their players want to go there. It makes sense financially. Yeah, I can't believe that Leonard Williams just got traded to Seattle. That's crazy. That is crazy. For a second and a fifth, though, nah. I'm not doing that, you guys. I'm sorry. I know we need defensive tackle help. I'm not trading a second and a fifth. I trade a second and a fifth for Jonathan Allen right now. I'll do that because Jonathan Allen's going to, yeah, he's one of them ones. I think he's 28 years old. He's still really young. He's under contract, I think, for another few years. I would definitely do that for Jonathan Allen. But Leonard Williams, I think he only has like a sack and a half this year, right? He struggled this year. In the sack department, that is. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to move on from Daron Payne, Escobar. They just gave him, an extension. They're going to keep him around. They like keeping those defensive tackles. That's the Ron Rivera like thing. That's just what he loves to do. He likes to keep those DTs on deck. Yeah, for a second and a fifth. That's crazy, Max. That's way too rich for my blood, brother. Raymond says, Graphk, what we doing is sack. Definitely something is coming soon. I promise you. Salute to my Woodson Whiskey family. I talked to them about potentially throwing something in Sacramento. Stay tuned for it. Definitely. Salute to the 700 people in the building. You guys make sure you wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Salute to 76, my dog, for becoming a member. Also, I don't know why the chat is not working. There we go. Boom. If you guys want to become a member, like 76, hit the link that's pinned up top. It's one of the best ways to support the channel. Appreciate you, 76. Yeah, pale moon. That's facts. It's too expensive. Let me see. Chiefs talking with teams right now. It's a lot of teams talking right now. Salute to King Royal, my dog. Let me see. Also, you guys, let's talk about this real fast. I know we didn't get a chance to these past few days. I've been busy working behind the scenes, trying to lock down some stuff. But here we go, you guys. This is the last injury report for tonight's game against the Detroit Lions. Devontae will play. He was full practice all week long with a shoulder injury. Jacorian Bennett is back. He will be playing. We need all hands on deck in that DB room because we're pretty thin right now. So it's good to see Jacorian back. Curtis Bolton has been limited in practice all week long with that knee injury. He is questionable. We're going to need him out there right now, especially with Divine Diablo being out. We're going to expect a big game from Luke Masterson. I'm hoping that Luke Masterson does his thing, and I'm hoping that we get a chance to finally see Amari Burney, our 6th-round pick out of Florida. I'm hoping this is the week we get to see the kid, man. It is time to put him out there, especially with Curtis Bolton still kind of recovering from that knee injury. Daniel Carlson did not practice Thursday, Friday. He was limited yesterday. That's a good sign. He's questionable. Max Crosby, knee, was limited all week long. We already know he's good to go. Divine Diablo, the ankle, he did not practice all week long. He is officially out. That hurts this defense mightily. Jimmy G will be playing. We already know he was full practice pretty much all week long. Nate Hobbs, limited in practice. He is officially listed as questionable. So I'm hoping and praying that our guy is back out there today. We're going to need all hands on deck, man. And Nate is one of our best tacklers, and we've struggled with that these past few weeks. You know what I mean? And Nate is one of those guys that'll wrap up and run downhill and tackle the best of them. So we need Nate Hobbs out there. He's questionable. I'm hoping and praying that he'll be available tonight. Marcus Peters was limited with a back injury, but he will be available tonight. Also, Tyler Hall was dealing with the foot injury. He was full practice all week long. He is good to go. K-Maga, we don't usually see him at all anyways. He'll be out today, the linebacker with the knee injury. And then we look at the Detroit Lions right here. Jonah Jackson, their guard, out. David Montgomery, running back, out. So it will be Jahmyr Gibbs giving the calls today. He's going to have a big, I'm going to be real with you guys. He's going to have a big game because he's active in the passing game and the run game. We have to figure out a way to keep him as honest and modest as possible because he can go out. He's a big play guy. Frank Ragnow, this is big. Their center. Dealing with that toe and calf. He is doubtful tonight, so we may not see him. Benito Jones, defensive lineman. He is questionable. He was full practice yesterday, so he's probably a go. Joshua Paschal, the defensive end, knee injury. He's questionable. He did not practice yesterday. That's another one to monitor. Malcolm Rodriguez, linebacker, ankle. He's questionable, been limited in practice all week long. I'm just going to say hallelujah, Vidal. I don't even know how to say his damn name. He was limited all week long. Their guard, questionable. They have a lot of injuries on that O-line right now. And Jerry Jacobs, their corner, dealing with a knee injury. He was full practice all week long. It's unspecified, but he is probably ready to go. And then St. Brown, you guys, also popped up on the injury report with a apparent illness. So I don't know what it is. Flu-like symptoms. A lot of people have been dealing with that. I know Patrick Mahomes was dealing with that yesterday. So maybe it's just the flu. I don't know. But St. Brown, definitely something to keep an eye on because that is one of their best players available on the offensive side of the ball. Salute to Raider Rob. I appreciate you, brother, so much. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Means a lot to me, King. Thank you so much, my brother. Like I said before, you guys, if you want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. One of the best ways to support what we do over here at OakLosVegas Raiders Network. Salute to my dog, John. Diablo outscares me on run defense. Hobbs and Jacorian would be awesome to get back. Masterson has to not overreact and stay in his assigned hole. Pause. Talk that football shit, John. Facts. I'm hoping we have a big game from Luke Masterson tonight, man. And I'm hoping, like I said before, John, I'm hoping Amari Burney finally gets to show what he can do at the NFL level, man. I'm hoping that we bring him we make him active tonight, especially with Curtis Bolton being questionable. Frank says, Marcus Matador Peters is available. Yo, salute the raid her leg, her teeth. Yeah, man, my Kings did their thing last night. In OT without De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis. Just had to throw that out there. But yeah, man, this is the latest injury report, you guys, for tonight's Monday Night Football game. We're pretty much ready to go. Divine Diablo is the one that's going to hurt us. I'm keeping an eye on Nate Hobbs and seeing, where he is. But that's big. That is big. Nate Hobbs coming back. That would be major for this defense. Let me see. Salute to my guy, Sniper, man. My dog. Yeah, bro. But I wouldn't have did that, bro. I love the idea of Big Cat being a Raider, but for a second and a fifth, he's a free agent. That's a move you make when you feel you can win a Super Bowl. When you give up that kind of draft capital to go get a 30-year-old defensive tackle on the last year of his deal, that is big. That is big, Sniper. So me personally, I'm not willing to get rid of a second and a fifth. I would have did a fourth. I would have did potentially a third. But a second and a fifth, that's a win now move. And I'm not mad at Pete Carroll and what those guys are doing out there in Seattle. Yeah, John, we talked about it. But if you have anything else you want to talk about in terms of it, brother, shoot away. Let's do it. This is y'all's show today. I just wanted to talk, to you guys about what's going on tonight. We will be watching the game together, you guys. And we won't be all over the place. We'll all be watching the same game because it's a Monday night national televised football game. So we'll all be on the same time. Me, Hammer, and Big Mike will be watching this game tonight. So stay tuned. Salute to Raymond, man, my brother, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. My guy. Salute. And if you guys get a chance to also, man, OakLosVegas.com. Go get some drip, man. I just put up a bunch of new t-shirts, a bunch of new stuff up there, some hoodies. Go check out OakLosVegas.com for your drip. Let me see. John, it's all good, though, brother. If you have something on your mind, can you just let me know? Let me see. So the fifth was for 2025. Okay. So they gave up a 2024 second, and they gave up a fifth for 2025. Now, that looks a little more easier to be able to digest as a fan. A second next year's draft and then a fifth in 2025. Okay. A little too rich for my blood, like I said, but not mad about it. No, Raymond, I don't want to do the whole same type of quarterbacks anymore. Unless you have this win now, stout defense. If we continue to build that defense up and it looks like, the Niners at some point, you can get a Kirk Cousins, a Dak Prescott, the DCs of the world. I do not want to have that level of quarterback anymore. And I like Kirk Cousins. I do. But I don't want anything to do with Kirk Cousins moving forward. He's up there in age. That's going to be a hard injury to come back from, a torn Achilles. I know Aaron Rodgers is healing up pretty fast. He's out there doing all kind of weird modern medicine shit, probably in the Himalayan hills or some shit. But I'm gonna stay away from the whole Kirk Cousins thing. I want to get a young quarterback. I want to groom him to be the next guy because this is a young quarterback driven league. If you want to win in the NFL at a high level, you have to have the Jalen Hurts, the Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes of the world. It just is what it is. Docs, do you post merch to the UK? Yeah, we do send stuff, sweetie. We definitely send stuff. I got a bunch of people from the United Kingdom that's ordered from OakLosVegas. Definitely. We do have 4X stuff too. Raymond, go check it out. Definitely. I'll put the link in the comment section for you guys to check it out. Shit. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. St. Brown listed as questionable due to illness, so I hope we don't try and play off of him. Facts. Let me see. Johnny says, do you think that the team meeting being open-minded to the coaching staff understands the players' frustration with dummy play calls be heard? I don't know. I'm just hoping and praying, man, that, this team rallies around each other and that they're all on the same page at this point. I'm just hoping, man, because I don't know. I don't know if this was a move for Josh McDaniels to just try and win back the locker room if he lost it in the first place, because I've also heard reports about a lot of the players actually really like Josh McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? Like, as crazy as it seems, a lot of these guys actually truly like him. So, I think a lot of the rumblings of these guys upset with Josh McDaniels and not liking him as a leader, I think that's I think it's exaggerated. I do. They just want to win games. They want to win games. That's it. And these players also realize that it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? The coaching staff puts out the plays. You got to execute. And I think at this point, these guys, we're going to see today what this execution looks like. That's all I'm going to say. You know what's funny, Pedro? I actually did start writing a few bars that Josh McDaniels did, and I called it, real talk. You know what? I may upload a video in the shorts of me rapping that shit. Real talk. But I did write about 10, 12 bars. Salute to John. Hug these keys to the game. Pre-snap movement. We've been talking about that for a while, John. Jimmy's accuracy and running away from Van Rotten, D lineman. Josh must run. Mayer needs 6 to 7 defense balls. There you go. I like that. And we're gonna do some keys to victory. I just think it's the same shit though. Like, you know what I mean? Like year in and year out. I mean, not year in, but week in and week out this year, John, it's been the same thing. Establish the run. We ain't been able to do it. Defenses don't respect Jimmy G's arm, apparently. So they're stacking up the box and destroying Josh before he even gets a chance to get across the line of scrimmage. Right? But I still think you have to find a way to run the ball today. You have to find a way to run the football. No turnovers. Jimmy G cannot make mistakes tonight. He has to have a Denver Broncos week 1 type game, even if it's just 200 yards in the air, 2 TDs, no turnovers. That is the kind of game that we need from Jimmy G tonight. I'm not going to act as though this guy's going to go out there and potentially put 300-400 yards in the air. He can't do that. But if he can have a Jimmy G-esque game and put 200 to 250 in the air, 2 TDs and no turnovers, I'm cool with that. But you have to find a way to get rid of the ball quick. Like I said, that's one of my game. You have to get rid of the ball fast. You have to get the tight ends involved, and you have to get more than just Josh Jacobs involved, John. If like real talk, when you see it's not working with him, bring a different look. Like I said, get Amir Abdullah out there, your receiving option at running back. Run some screens. Get him involved in the game in the game plan. You know what I mean? Like, find other ways to get these playmakers involved. I want to see more Amir Abdullah. If Josh is continuing to struggle running the football and the O-line's not blocking for him, see what you got with Zeus. Just do some different things. Like, I'm just sick of just trying to just throw out the same shit week in and week out and expect different results. Because what you're doing now is not working. It's not. Yeah, Angel. Levis definitely cooked last night. Shout out to East Oakland legend, my dog. Shout out to Jimmy Jones. You are lame as well, King. Salute. Let me see. Yeah, Lord, and that sucks. But I've seen Jimmy throw the ball long, further downfield than just 20 yards. I have. Maybe that's not his strong suit, but I've seen him throw the football past 20 yards. Fartsicles. One of the dopest names in YouTube. There's some pressure on Goff. Put some pressure on Goff to play well. There's some pressure on Goff to play well tonight. With no Montgomery, St. Brown not 100% and banged up O-line, I can see him making mistakes. You have to force the guy to make mistakes. And that's definitely something that we kind of talked about a second ago in terms of the injury report. That O-line is beat up. It's beat up. You're right. And Dave Montgomery is more of that punishing running back. You know what I mean? And Gibbs is more of that playmaker in the passing game and all the other stuff. We definitely have to keep him keep that pressure on Goff tonight and force him to throw the football. Definitely. I can see us coming up with a few picks tonight. I can definitely see that. Let me see. Salute to Elite. Families in the building. Yes. We talked about the injury report. Let me get that out of here. I wanted to bring up this article as well. They have the Lions and Raiders spread tonight, you guys. Lions minus 7.5. Lions Raiders over and under 47 points. Me personally, I'm going to take the under because of how our offense has looked lately, and Detroit's offense hasn't really been that great these past few weeks either. Tampa Bay and Baltimore had these guys looking bad. So I'm going to go with the under on that. The over and under is 47 points. Let me see. The Raiders are 3-4 against the spread this season. Lions are 5-2 against the spread this season. Why the Raiders can cover. And this is from CBS Sports, you guys. Devontae Adams is a significant part of the Las Vegas attack, and the 6-time Pro Bowl wide receiver has averaged more than 110 receptions and 1,450 yards per season over the last 3 years. Adams is tied for the most receiving touchdowns, 17 in the NFL since the start of the 2022 campaign, and is in the top 10 of the league with 46 catches in 2023. Adams, Josh Jacobs, and the Raiders are also facing a Lions defense that yielded 9.1 yards a play and 503 total yards in week 7. Detroit is below average in scoring defense, giving up almost 22 points per game. Number 24 in pass defense. We got to be able to pass the ball against these guys. And number 25 in red zone efficiency allowed. So this would be a week to get our red zone woes in order. On the other side of the ball, Las Vegas is excellent against the pass, holding opponents to only 1,312 yards this season. And Max Crosby is one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. So there is some hopium for anybody out there coming from CBSSports.com. Let me see. Salute to Midnight. L. Williams off the board to the Sea Chickens. Damn, but there's still other options out there, Midnight. There are still other options, and I'm not parting ways with the 2nd and a 5th to go get Leonard Williams. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not. You know what I mean? There's no – I can't, man. I'd rather spend a 2nd. Think about this, you guys. Seattle just gave a 2nd and a 5th for Leonard Williams. You could probably give up a 2nd right now for Chase Young. Maybe a 3rd for Montez Sweat. Why, like I said, that was a win now move from Seattle because they can use some help in the interior of that defensive line. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I personally would not give up that. I'd rather give up just one draft pick in order to go get one of these edge rushers. But I would be calling the Commanders and seeing if the rumors are true about them not wanting to move on from Jonathan Allen. I know Jordan Schultz went live on Bleacher Report today, talked about keep an eye on Jonathan Allen. I'm hearing stuff. I got a couple Commander guys that do shows, and I've heard some things that Jonathan Allen is staying. He's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So, look, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, Elite. Montez Sweat would be a great addition to this defense. But Midnight, that sucks, man. It definitely does suck to see, a talent like that go out. Back home west. He's from California. It's good to see the kid back on the West Coast. But he's going to a winning team. This guy, like Leonard Williams, just won, you guys. He just won. He's going from a 2-5, 2-6 team to a team that is at the top of their division now. They won their game. The Niners lost. The Seahawks are in first place in their division. He literally went from the basement of the NFC East to the upper echelon of the NFC West. Salute to Leonard Williams, man. Let me see. That's a good question, Johnny. And I hope so. I hope that maybe that was one of the concerns too. Like, look, this guy needs to just hold a clipboard. Aiden needs to be the guy 2nd behind Jimmy G. I'm hoping that was expressed. I hope some of those guys said, look, Aiden needs to be the 2nd guy. I would love that. There's no reason in any world, you guys, Brian Hoyer should be backing up Jimmy G. At all. Salute to everybody that went to OakLosVegas, man, and supported. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much. Seeing everything going on the site, man. I appreciate you guys. Let me see. Yeah, and they have weapons on the offensive side of the ball too, though, Black Sunday. But Seattle has found out in the past that they won a Super Bowl because of their defense. Yeah, they had Russell Wilson. Yes, they had Marshawn Lynch. They had, but the defense was top of the league. Seattle knows. Pete Carroll knows. In order to get to that point, you have to have a stout defense. So I'm not mad at them continuing to build through the trenches, especially on the defensive line with Frank Clark and Leonard Williams. D, I've not heard anything about Aiden in practice all week long. And it's been a really, really quiet week, period. Loco, there's different things. It's not pro club. There's so many different, like some stuff has different stuff, man. If you go over there to OakLosVegas and look, it'll tell you. It'll tell you in the description, brother. Black Sunday, I did not get you super, brother. I will go look for it right now. My bad, King. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Oh, shit. I already got one. I did one the other day. You want to see what I got Black Sunday that's for? I was going to post it, and I totally forgot to post it. I want to show you this real quick. I did a few different ones, okay? I did one right here. Just 3 rounds. Michael Penix in the first. Brandon Dorless, a defensive, we need a defensive tackle. And then went and got a center, Cedric Van Pran from Georgia, to take Andre James' spot. That was my first one. Then my second one, I got Penix in the first. I got Kingsley, the tackle out of BYU in the second. Got Tommy Eichenberg, another linebacker from Ohio State in the third. Josh Newton, corner out of TCU. I got Tate, a guard out of Georgia. I like Ray Davis a lot, the running back out of Kentucky. I got MJ, the corner out of Pittsburgh. And I got Keith Randolph, the defensive tackle out of Illinois. Oh, we're coming back to it. I'm thinking ahead, man. Salute to my brother John, man. Let's keep it real. We play bad teams, bad and good teams well. I have some hope in for tonight. Let's believe the team meeting aired out the BS and brought some action and heart to this team. JMD only coaches, players execute. I agree with everything you said, but I have to say this. We don't play good teams good, especially at least this year, John. We got smoked by the Buffalo Bills. We beat the Broncos. The Broncos are the Broncos. I agree with you playing bad against bad teams, the Chargers, Pittsburgh Steelers, even though they're looking okay right now. They got kind of cheated against the Jacksonville Jaguars yesterday. But I have to disagree with you. We have not played good against good teams. Buffalo absolutely destroyed us. And we have KC and Miami on the menu soon, so I'm going to reserve my judgment a little bit more. But I just want to see these guys go out there and fight, man. Just want to see them go out there and fight. No, I'm not giving up, man. I just did, I wanted to start doing my homework, my due diligence, on the draft moving forward. Salute to my dog Lumpy, man. I appreciate you. One of the greatest names in YouTube history. Appreciate you on a $50 donation, King. I'm so tired of watching this offense. It's like eating mashed potatoes every day of your life for every meal. Come on, Josh McDaniels. Cook some Asian fusion or some shit. Tired of this boring shit. Also, Montez Sweat should have been a Raider his rookie year. Factory. I was heavy on picking up Montez Sweat in that draft. Facts. Appreciate you on a $50 donation, brother. And you are correct, sir. This offense has been bland as shit. And I'm hoping, Lump, I'm hoping and praying that tonight they figure this shit out. Because I don't know how much more I can take watching this offense go out there and score 10 points, 16 points. I can't. It's so hard to watch, bro. It's so hard to watch, man. Salute to my dog, man. I appreciate you, Lump. As always, King. Thank you so much for the $50 donation. Shout out to Paul. Hey, Graphk, watched your show yesterday with Gary on Conley. Very insightful about John Gruden and Jack Del Rio. No wonder our team is what it is been for a while. Salute to you, Paul. If you guys haven't got a chance to, man, go double back and check out the show with Gary on and Stu last night. Had to step away, but did you go over your keys to victory? I kind of did, Tano. I talked about, having to be able to establish the run. That's one of them. Getting the ball out of Jimmy G's hands quick, fast, and in a hurry. And that means getting your speedster involved, Trey Tucker, getting your tight ends involved, and also, surprisingly, getting a guy like Amir Abdullah involved in the offense tonight because of, his skill set in the passing game. I want to see some screens. Like, where have they been? I want to see Amir get some screens and maybe take one to the crib. Like, he's very elusive. The offense needs to do some different things. Different looks, like we talked about it even with John, that pre-motion. I want to see some motion pre-snap. I want to just see some different things. But getting the ball out of Jimmy G's hands, trying to establish the run, and getting your playmakers involved, the Trey Tuckers, the Michael Mayers. I want to see that. The defensive side of also no turnovers from Jimmy G. He has 8 this season. I don't want to see 9 tonight at all. I don't. Go out there, protect the football. And, on the defensive side of the ball, put some pressure on Goff. We just talked about it. Somebody else put a great comment in. Put some pressure on Goff. Their O-line is beat up. They don't have one of the best running backs in David Montgomery. Get to the quarterback quick, fast, and in a hurry. This has to be a big game for Max Crosby, a major game for Max Crosby today. It's kind of a homecoming. He played college football in the state of Michigan. I'm excited to see what Max is going to do today. You know what I'm saying? So put some pressure on Goff, and make these guys one-dimensional. Make Goff one-dimensional. Make them throw the football. Stop the run. Get those DTs involved. Gibbs is a dog. He's a dog. He could do more than just one thing. He could be active in the passing game. You have to keep an eye on him. And to be honest, Tano, with St. Brown ill and sick, like, that's big. That's potentially big. You can truly make these guys one-dimensional today if you put some pressure on the quarterback. So those are my keys right there, brother. And in a second, I'll go over a few more things as well. Guys, I think it's going to have a big game, and so on and so forth. Salute to you, family. Salute to Black Sunday. We're all the coaches and Mark in that meeting. I don't think that Mark Davis had anything to do with the meeting. Those mashed potatoes would make for some lumpy sharks. I don't think that Mark Davis was in on that meeting at all. I think that he allowed this team and everybody to do what they needed to do. Like I said before, Mark is kind of a hands-off kind of guy. He only steps in when need be. And I don't think that he thought he had to be there. It's a player only, coaches only type of thing. If you have your owner there, that may change the energy and dynamic, I'm saying, in that room. I'm saying? I think that they needed no Mark Davis in that room. He didn't need to be there. Let the coaches, let all these guys figure out what it is they got going on so they can move forward. But I do not believe that Mark was there, but all the coaches were there Black Sunday. I can definitely say that. I spoke to one of my people out there in Vegas that actually works for the team, and all the coaches that mattered, at least. I'm not going to say every one of them was there, but the coaches were involved in the meeting. Eddie, I agree. Chip Hutchinson, keep Aiden out of the game as much as possible. Like I said before, run those jumbo packages where you have, Mumford lined up as that tight end. And I know, shout out to somebody that put this in the chat the other day. I totally you can't run consecutive plays, I believe, right? With Mumford lined up at tight end. You know what I mean? So, but I still want to see that look. I want to see that look. I want to see those jumbo packages with him where you can just literally try and take Aiden out the game as much as possible. I don't think you're going to be able to take him out the game, period. But whatever you can do to just somehow, some way distract him from getting to the quarterback, so be it. You know what I mean? So I want to see Mumford. I want to see Loom out there. I want to see Jakob out there, blocking the way as well. And Josh, man, one thing about Josh Jacobs that's been great this year is seeing him block as well. He's been very active, protecting the quarterback. There's been a few plays where he's protected Jimmy G and Aiden O'Connell from absolutely getting destroyed. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that Josh continues that wave as well. I just need him to run a football. I need for us to get the run game going. Like that's big. I don't like watching football when you can't run the football. Like, it's a boring way of going about watching football. I want to be able to watch, you know what I'm saying? Like it's first down. You run the football, you get 5 yards. You know what I mean? Second down, you throw the football. Okay, you don't pick anything up. Third down, whatever. You could potentially go back to the ground game or throw the football. We're so one-dimensional right now. It's disgusting. It's actually nasty work out here right now. It's like we already know exactly what we're going to do. You know what I mean? I just need to see. I need to see. I hope the offensive line was heavily involved in that meeting. You know what I mean? And I can't, you know, it's funny, man. I can't say what happened, but you guys, something happened in the locker room. And I was told this by a close friend of mine. Something happened with the offensive line before the season started, where it was really, 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 really bad. Like they were tight fisticuffs type shit with the O-line. I can't go into details about it, but I'm just gonna say this: the O-line didn't start off the season on the same page. Let's just say that, okay? Let's just say that. And like I said, I can't go into detail. I respect my source. I'm not going to say anything because I would never want to disrespect him. But all I'm going to say is they didn't start off on the same accord this season. And I don't know if they're not playing for each other now. We're 8 games in. I think at some point, I think you guys can say, you know what, man, it is what it is. We're brothers. Shit happens. Let's keep pushing. But clearly, this O-line is not like they're just not fighting for each other right now. They're not. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And this is not a rumor, you guys. This is for sure. For sure. For sure. Like real shit. Not no rumor, not no I heard this because of it. No, this is actually someone that, yes. So they already started off the season on you know, on a bad note. Let me see. Salute to John. JJ needs 3 steps in his eyes to make defenses miss. He hasn't gotten much of that all year. Man, these 3 steps in his eyes to make defenses miss. He hasn't gotten much of that all year. Man, salute to John. Let me see. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. All I'm gonna tell you is there's something there, but I'm not gonna do all that shit. Let me see. Leonard Williams got traded for nothing. Knowledge, the 2nd and the 5th, brother, ain't nothing. That's a lot for a guy that's gonna be a free agent next year. That's a lot. Let me see. Yeah, definitely, Josh. And maybe one day I'll be able to bring my guy on and we can talk about it. But I promised him I wouldn't say nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. But maybe one day we can bring him on and have a laugh about it once this whole line gets the shit together. Salute to Q. That explains why Van Rotten be doing dumb stuff on plays. Just my theory. Yeah, and this was a complete and utter shit show. Q, like fisticuffs type shit. It was bad. And I think at the time though, I think Loom was the only one that wasn't present. I think that he was in London. I think that's where he's from, right? The United Kingdom. I think he was out there doing his camp. So I think he was the only one not there present when all this shit happened. I am punchy because I can do what the fuck I want, brother. That's why. The thing you got to realize, Punchy, is the people that have sources are the people that don't say their names because then you don't have sources. Yes, elite. Yep. O-line and O-line. Yep. I'm not against that. I would love the addition of both those guys. That'd be great. John, you stupid, bro. You crazy. But no, I hope, but this is brotherhood shit, you guys. It's brotherhood stuff. Everybody fights. Everybody like, come on, man. Like, you never, like, anyone who's played football in this shit. Punchy, I love you too, brother. I'm just fucking with you. But I'm just saying, like, anyone that's played football, played basketball, bro, we fought our teammates. We've done all kind of stupid shit, right? And what happens on game day? You show up amongst each other, you right back to being brothers. I fought every one of my best friends my whole life. There's not one of them that I haven't put my hands on or they haven't put their hands on me. Real talk. I fought every single one of them. I fought Fingers. I fought my brother Ant. I fought my brother Steele. These are all my brother Dale. These are all guys I've known since I was 4 or 5 years old. Every one of them. It happens. Shit happens, man. It's a war zone. It's a war zone. Just like Timmy said. It's a war zone. Let me see. John, they would never take a third for him. They would never take a third for Brian Burns. They want multiple first for the likes of Brian Burns. And apparently they denied two first round picks last year for Brian Burns. Let me see. He said, who won? There was just one player that lost. That's all I'll say. there was just one player that got cooked. That's it. Let me see. Burns is off the market. Man, Carolina still needs that guy on the defensive side of the ball, and that's him. I think anybody else is expendable, but you don't want to get rid of a guy like you know what I mean, like Brian Burns. That is your guy. That is your go-to guy on the defensive side of the ball. You got, your young pup at the, rookie quarterback Bryce there. That is the guy that you build on the offensive side of the ball. Brian Burns is the guy you build off of on the defensive side of the ball. They'd be crazy to get rid of him. Unless they could, make up for those, that first round pick this year, then maybe you have to think about it. Maybe if they say, I'll give you a 2 firsts for Brian Burns, maybe Carolina does do that because they do need to get Bryce some help on that offensive line. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Charlie Hustle, this is facts. Only love and loyalty can drive you to that point. Because if you don't care about motherfuckers, you won't have any type of feelings to want to throw hands. Facts. And they all still rock with each other, man. It's just, is what it is. Salute to my brother, the Raider, man. What you did in that Khan interview and every interview, to be honest, is what sets you apart. Your ability to bring out the person behind the athlete is a talent. I see you. I appreciate you, brother. That means a lot to me. And I seen your comment that you put on a video, the Raider. I actually screenshotted it and I put it on Twitter. That mean a lot to me, bro. That mean a lot to me, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. And one thing about me is, man, I never write down questions. I don't do any of that. I just kind of I'll go on, talk with my people. I never wrote down a question for Charles Woodson. I never wrote anything down for Khan or any of these guys. We just go for freestyle and we have fun with it. I feel like if I can look you in your eyes, we can have a conversation. I'm just going off, the energy, man. So I appreciate you, the Raider. That means a lot to me, family. Thank you so much. Shout out to 88. Thoughts if nothing happens by 4 p.m. tomorrow? I'm going to ask you guys that. Let me ask you guys. That's a good question. Well, how do you guys feel if we don't make a move? Me personally, I mean, I want to make it because it's an exciting thing, right? Oh, your team is trying to get better or they're trying to get worse, right? So, but I mean, to be honest with you, if we don't make a move, I wouldn't be shocked. You got to remember who we're dealing with here. We're dealing with Zeke. We're dealing with a guy that likes to operate the way he operates. He doesn't want to part ways with draft capital. So, how can you make anything happen? At this point, all you got is Josh Jacobs and Hunter Renfrow. Those are the two guys that can really bring you anything. Devontae's not going anywhere. Max ain't going anywhere. Those are the two guys that you can actually bring something in. And I don't know look, Josh will be a free agent next year. Maybe there is a perennial playoff team that'll say, we'll give you this for Josh Jacobs. You're not getting a player this year that's going to make you better. You're getting a draft pick. And then with Hunter Renfrow, you're just trying to get out of that deal. You know what I mean? You're just trying to free up that money. So I wouldn't be shocked if nothing happened, to be honest. I wouldn't be shocked. But would I love to go get a Montez Sweat? Would I love that bookend guy on the opposite side of Max Crosby? I would love it. And then give Tyree the time he needs to develop to become the guy that we think he can be. Think about this, you guys. If you go out and get a Montez Sweat and you keep Tyree and you groom and you continue to develop this kid, we could potentially at some point have one of the best rotational edge rushing rooms in the NFL. We could probably have one of the greatest rotation. If you lock down Montez Sweat, you already have Max locked down. You have Tyree on a rookie deal. That defensive line can be punishing. It can be punishing. So I'm not against that. I'm not against going out. If we make a move, get a guy like Montez Sweat, get a guy like Chase Young, get a guy that you can continue to build that D line, which has been a weakness of ours for way too long. You know what I mean? Like, it's clear these guys can't draft defensive tackles. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Byron Young has been useless for us at this point. They're not playing Nesta Jade. Matthew Butler's on the practice squad. Neil Farrell's a chief. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, the best thing smoking would be for us to go get a Montez Sweat or a Daniil Hunter or a Chase Young to continue to build that defensive line. Shout out to Larry. I feel if we win, we will push for trades. If we lose, we will sell. I don't think so, Larry. I think if we win, we'll try and make some push for some trades. And if we lose, I don't think we do anything. I'll do the total opposite, Larry. I don't think we sell at all. Because realistically, what you're 3-5? Technically, you're still in full swing. You know what I mean? Like, you're still in it. I don't think that they would. If you win tonight, go make a move. Go get one of those guys on the defensive line. If not, if you lose, sit pat. If you can't get rid of Hunter Renfrow, keep him around and just move on. It is what it is. William is stupid. Punishing, William. Salute the Raider OG. Sacktown definitely in the building. Only deals I want to see are right guard or D tackle. You're not going to find a guard. That's the problem. You're not going to find a guard right now. You're not, John. That's the problem. You know what I mean? You're going to have to go get one in the draft next year. Or you could have just kept McClendon, kept Curtis. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to draft a guard next year. You're not going to find one at the trade deadline. But a D tackle, I definitely agree. That is the most needed position, most needy spot that we can keep building with, like that we need. But I'm gonna be honest, you can't miss out. You can't miss if you can get a Montez Sweat for a mid-round pick or a Chase Young for a second or third. I'm gonna be honest, you gotta make the call. You gotta make the call. That makes that defense that much more better. I would feel better, John, going into next season, even if we continue to lose. If we continue to go down this path that we're going right now, I'm excited about this defense next year with Max, say Montez Sweat, right, or a Chase Young with Tyree Wilson, all under contract for the foreseeable future. Because if you go get Montez Sweat, you're definitely going to pay him. So, or a Chase Young, you're going to pay him. So, I would be excited going into next year knowing that our defense, we have some blocks. We have some building blocks. And Dan, we do have Dalton Wagner. He is out for the year. He was placed on the IR. I believe that we kind of stashed him away. The 6'9" kid, right tackle out of Arkansas. That's definitely a guy to keep an eye on next year. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building. Yes, I will be live tonight, you guys. I will be live tonight for the game. We will be covering the entire game. Salute to Tano. I just feel like I like Matt Leonidas. I just, he hasn't been in the league all season. He's in the streets right now, Tano, just waiting for an opportunity. I mean, would he be better than anything else we have? Probably. I just don't think it's that big of an upgrade. I just don't think it's that big of an upgrade. Like, if you're going to go get a defensive tackle, go get a Leonard Williams. Go get a Jonathan Allen. I just don't think that Matt Leonidas at this point in his career is going to move the needle for us. Do I think that it would be an improvement? Yes. Over Tillery, over Bilal Nichols? Probably. So maybe you do make the call. Maybe you do. But I just don't think that he changes really too much about that defensive line, to be honest with you, brother. Salute to Tano. Let me see. Actually, Raider Nation, he played college out there. He's from the Dallas area. He's from out here. His high school is probably 15, 20 minutes up the road from where I live. So he's from out here originally, but he went to college out there in Michigan. John stupid. Yeah, David, we talked about the open team meeting, brother. If you get a chance to double back and watch the show, we definitely talked about that for a good amount of time. Let me say this too. I got a few more minutes, you guys. I want to say, a few guys that I think are going to have big games today. Okay, let's do that. We'll. My dog over here about to bark and shit. I'll do some predictions, just not a score prediction. Okay, I think that tonight, Devontae Adams has a big game. I think that he has the type of game that he had against Pittsburgh. There's 2 touchdowns, like 170 in the air or some shit. I think that Devontae has a big game. I do think he has a big game. I think that Jimmy G has heard all the backlash. I think that in that meeting, Devontae probably told them, get me more involved. You know what I'm saying? And he said that already in the media. You know what I mean? Devontae, they're going to find a way to get Devontae the ball a lot today. I think Devontae has a big game for us. I don't know if that turns out to be a victory for us because every game that he's had a big game up to this point, we pretty much lost. So, but I think he has a big game today. I think for some strange reason, Michael Mayer breaks out today. I know he had, like 70 plus yards a few weeks back. I think that he has a big game for us today. Michael Mayer versus Sam Laporta, 2 rookie guys, that came in, to the draft, high prospects. Mayer is going to have a game. This is an interesting name to keep an eye on today, you guys. Keep an eye on Hunter Renfrow. If you want to build up the the trade value, you have to get him involved. You have to. You know the reason why the Jets are struggling to get rid of Carl Lawson right now? Because he's been a healthy scratch. Because he's not been getting too many reps. That's why they're struggling right now to find a trade partner. And it's the same thing with Hunter Renfrow. If you go have a big game from him today, say he puts up 100 yards plus, receiving and a tutty. Other teams are going to say, oh, shit, so he still got it. He still got it. At this point, other teams are probably calling the Raiders and saying, why would I give up this, and that? Does he even still have it? He was hurt last year. He hasn't done shit this year. And he hasn't really been shit since 2021. You have to get him involved. Do I think that they will? No, I don't. But today would be the game to get him heavily involved in the offense so you can build up his trade value. But I still do not believe that they will. I think that Mayer's going to have a big game. I think Devontae's going to have a big game. Josh hasn't shown me enough in the run game, and the offensive line hasn't shown me enough. But I do think that Josh is probably going to have a big game in terms of the passing game. He's found ways to get active in the passing game. I think that Josh has a pretty good game in the air today. I do. I think they're going to find a way to get him the ball, little check downs. And Josh is going to find a way to put up some yak out there, some yards after the catch tonight. So I expect Josh Jacobs to maybe have a big game in the passing game. Him, Mayer, and Devontae are the guys that I'm looking at. Jacoby, we already know. He's a dog. He may find, he may find his way in the end zone. They like to look at him in the red zone. Maybe he gets a tutty or 2. I don't know, but I think Devontae has a big game. Mayer has a big game, and I think that Josh will look pretty good in the passing game today. On the defensive side of the ball, I'm going to go with Merrick having another pick. Merrick continues that trajectory going up. And at the end of the season, we have to reevaluate giving him an extension. I think that Merrick continues to build on what he has done, as of late. And he has a big game today. He has another pick. Other than that, Max Crosby. I'm only going with 2 players on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to be realistic. I think that Max Crosby has a big game. Big game. The lights. Being back where he played college football. Max with 3 sacks today, you guys. 3 of them shits. He finds a way to get to Goff 3 times. There you have it. And then I got Tyree with another sack. I got him with another one today. So I got 4 sacks for the Raiders tonight. 3 from Max, 1 from Tyree Wilson. Why not? Valley Podcast, I would do that all day. If they would take Hunter off our hands for Carl Lawson, I would do that in a heartbeat. Chiefs lost. It was silent in KC. Let's go Raiders. Salute to my dog Orlando. My boy. Appreciate you, King. Out there behind enemy lines. Edgar, I look, bro. I wouldn't be shocked. It's funny, Edgar, that as of late, right, leading up to the trade deadline, you see that they've been trying to get Zeus out there a little bit more. He's been getting a few more reps here and there than he usually does. You've been seeing him a little bit more on the field here and there. I wouldn't be shocked if somebody like the Dallas Cowboys came calling and said, look, we got a 3rd-round pick right now for Josh Jacobs. We'll take him. Get whatever you can because he will walk at the end of the season. He will not forgive Josh McDaniels and Ziegler for the way that they handled this offseason. He won't. He's a free agent. He'll move on. And I don't see them franchise tagging him next offseason. So I think they draft a running back. Oh, Cedric, I know. Why not? I know they're really good. Actually, they're great. But I'm a Raider fan. So sometimes I got to say some unrealistic ass shit. You know what I mean? I'm a Raider fan. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. The funny thing is, though, Cedric, this is the Raiders. Max can go out there and have 3 sacks. Tyreek can have a sack. Mary can get a pick, and we'll still lose fucking 31-10. So is it are my expectations too high? Those are actually realistic expectations. I didn't say nothing about the score of the game. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We could do all that shit and still lose by 40. Hey, the Ravens elite are great. Yeah, but DeRaider, did you see what's going on in their offensive line right now? A lot of people are beat up, battered, and bruised over there. I think I've already brought it up. Half of their O-line is beat to shit. I like that, Jamal, and I hope you're right, brother. I hope you're right. Salute the man, though, man. L. Williams, yeah, for a second and a fifth. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. Nasty work in these streets right now, Mando. I'm hoping that we're working the phones right now. I do not care if we have a game tonight. They better be working the phones from Detroit, Michigan right now. Oh, yeah, Alex Hutchinson's always going to have a big game. I got him with 2 sacks tonight. Definitely. He said, Graphk can convince me we're going to win every game. He's crazy. Salute to OG. But other than that, you guys, we're an hour and a half in. I don't want to just keep beating this shit to shit. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that Devontae's going to have a big game. I think that Michael Mayer is going to have a breakout party today. I think that Josh Jacobs is going to be very active in the passing game. Keep an eye on him. If we can't get the run game going, we're going to find a way to get him, involved in the offense. I do believe that Merrick is going to continue, his success at the safety position. I think that Max is going to have a field day today. And I'm not going to say who I think is going to win. I just think that it's going to be closer than a lot of people assume. And I think it's going to come down to the fourth quarter. Real talk. I think this game is going to come down to the fourth quarter. I'm not going to say who I think is going to win. I'm just going to say it's going to be closer than most people think. That's it. With that being said, man, salute to everybody. I will see you guys at the live stream watch party tonight. We will be covering the game. As always, me, Hammer, Big Mike. And one more time, you guys, we will be in the New York area this weekend. If you are up there in the tri-state area, just found out Big Mike booked a ticket last minute. My brother will be in New York with me too. If you guys are out there, you will see Shieldmore in full force. We're going to be out there at Bar A Sunday covering the Giants game. We're going to be in Philadelphia all Saturday shooting for our Built Different podcast. And we will be in New York all Monday. So if you guys are in the area, let me know. And we're trying to get our dog, Mo Moten. We may do something with Mo out there live. We talked to him. He lives out there in Brooklyn. I think we might be able to do something with him while we're out there as well. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a very, very busy weekend. But fuck all that. It's game day. It is game day. Let's go out and try and get this dub. And I said try. I didn't say go get the dub. Let's try. Other than that, man, I'll see you guys tonight. 6:30 Central Time. The watch party starts. So 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern. We will be live for the game. Love y'all, as always. OakLosVegas.com. Go get some drip. PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raider related. And go over to Woodson Whiskey and get some of that GOAT whiskey. WoodsonWhiskey.com. Tell them I sent you. Salute, salute, salute. I'm out. One.
That's what I'm talking about.